Brian, can I click the clacker?
Are you sure we don't want to use these brown chairs?
No.
All right.
Did you see our new thing? We got a new thing. And everybody today has commented on it because it says Brian 45 times. But
Yeah.
I mean, Brian's behind the camera.
What's he doing?
He's Prodco, director, cameraman, sound. Yeah, he does it all.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. So we're back. And we missed you. And I know you guys missed us, I hope, because I've gotten texts and comments and everything. And where's the podcast? And obviously a lot of stuff's happened. So, yeah.
You want to expound upon that?
Yeah, but I just wanted you to say hi.
Oh, hi. It's been great, but I missed you, and it's good to be here. And I miss doing this podcast, strangely enough.
Me too. I was like, when we finished it, or when we couldn't restart it, I was super bummed.
Yeah.
And then every month, I'm like, we gotta get back on this. So.
Yeah, but we had to take some time. I think it was important to get back to what was important to us.
Yep.
And kind of rebuild a little bit. In the process, built a drift team.
Yeah. So, in case anybody doesn't know, we are now Limiter Glove Co. We don't have a name for the podcast, so I think we're just going to call it Limiter Podcast. You know, really give it to it.
Well, it can't be confused with anything else that way.
No, so it's us. As you can tell, we have a new set because January 1st, we moved into a much larger shop. We moved the wrap company over. We moved the warehouse over. I call it a warehouse. It's a couple racks, but yeah, we got this new spot. We're still working on the quote-unquote studio, but we actually have a place now, this corner. You can see our Naboris and everything. We have this wicked sick sign. We'll just get right into that. We're going to be giving that away at some point.
Nice.
On the next podcast, and we're going to be doing our giveaways still like we normally do. That's one of Brian's designs for a new shirt. Do you guys think we should do a new shirt? Because I think that would be a cool one. The people behind us in the Naboris are people we've been working with. We got Vibes, which we just came back from. We brought the drift team. Ryan drove for the first time at Vibes. What do you think?
Vibes was an experience and a half. I don't know. God, it was. It's advertised well because the biggest things there are about, team building, right, and friendship.
Yep.
And we literally, it was the first time Mike and I drove together, was at Vibes. And we started off, clunky, of course, as I kind of imagined it would be. But by the end of the weekend, we linked up and drove way better together. And really, like, throughout that whole process, became really good friends, you know? So, it was amazing.
I think we're building a very good drift team. We didn't go for every A group driver out there that didn't have a team. We wanted people that are positive on the internet, like working on their cars, like just bring a good vibe. So we got Ryan, we got Mike Panciocco, we got Ashley. I can never say your last name.
Gian Gregorio.
That's the first time I've probably ever said it.
I practiced.
We got Junior Torres out of Laconia. We got Amanda and Josh Dennis. Josh has the Pro Car with the K-Swap. That thing's definitely rad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going well.
Well, and we got a lot of diversity amongst the team too, which I think is really cool. We have different platforms. We have different personalities, but like you said, everybody wants it real bad.
Yeah, positive, hands-on, isn't afraid to help somebody.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Motivated.
We got C group, B group, A group. We've got people trying to go pro or, get their pro license. So, I mean, we weren't just like, oh, we need to build a team in tandem together. And yeah, we know our deliveries aren't the best, but I mean, we all match. I say we. Brian says they're fine. I think they're fine too. They photograph well. They look well. I get it. They're quote unquote copy paste. But guess what? I own a wrap shop and it's quick and easy to do that. And guess what? Next season, we're going to sit down, we're going to regroup, and we're going to come out hot.
Yeah, I don't know if the wraps are really copy paste. They are very
the style, the older drift style that you can just, buy off the internet. These aren't that style. Like obviously I found a design online and, put our spin on it and did our thing.
They're congruent and consistent with the drift world.
Yeah, and you look at the cars and you know they all match. They all have the different under color with a fade, full wrap, and then you have the same color livery on top, so you all match. I mean,
Yep.
Power Up did it. They looked great together. I mean, you don't have to have every car be 100% matching. You can still have your own style.
Well, the unique thing, okay, all right, so maybe the wraps aren't so unique, but what's nice about that, okay, is when you drive with other teams, which is kind of what we're all about, right?
Yeah.
Is just going out driving as much as possible with as many different people as possible and each other. You know, there's a lot of similar wraps out there. Well, we look good together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Among our friends.
There are sorry.
these flies suck.
There's 2 flies over here, so we're sorry if it's distracting to you. It's not really distracting to me. I keep seeing them, but if you can see them, it's a big ass shop.
I bet you can't.
There's nothing we can do about it. Maybe I'm just like super hyper focused on them. But anyway, yeah, the drift team's awesome, man. I'm stoked. Everything's going well. We're going to be getting most everybody together this weekend for IFO. Shredding a lot again. I always say we, like I'm driving on the team, just so everybody knows I'm not driving. Obviously, Limiter's our thing. Me and Ryan organized it, and so I'm just going to call it.
It's a team.
Yeah.
No, it's a team, man. Because here's the thing: is like, even though you're not driving, you're still there at the events. You're coordinating things. You're working on things behind the scenes. You know, you're a big part of the drift community without being a driver. All right, you're immersed into it. You know, like we were talking about earlier today. There are people that are spectators, and there are people that are drivers, and there are people that are really kind of neither, but they add to the whole community because they bring something to the table. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, don't take that away though. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm not driving, you know, but it's a team, and it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean, coming back from Vibes, seeing the cars together, you know, having a team and actually building skills and friendship. Yeah.
It's definitely cool.
Yep.
It's definitely good stuff.
Yep.
You excited for IFO?
Dude, we're going to drive S3 again.
You going to give Hector a ride?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I mean, I'll trade him for a spoon engine.
You gotta have him sign something. Have him sign your SR20.
Forehead. Yep.
If he signs it, so I get random tattoos all the time. I just got a Creed quote just because it was funny. I got the
Show it.
knuckles done. I'm not showing it. I had to stand up. But yeah, me and Dylan Kate just got matching Creed tattoos just because it's funny. So if he signs my leg, I'll get a tattoo the next day.
Yeah.
It'd be funny.
You know, the valve cover idea is actually a great idea. To do something like that would be fun. Kind of like Randy Jackson on a sword.
Yeah. It's funny. I have one of those too. It's obviously not real, but it's funny to have.
If you ever bumped into Randy Jackson, you'd have to bring your sword.
Oh, of course. If I knew he was coming somewhere,
Stay right there. I'll be right back. There's got to be a pawn shop close by.
there's a sword out there we can get to.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got those events. Well, we have the Vibes that's gone. We got IFO coming up. Fuel Fest is coming up. I'm not attending that. A lot of plans changed for what I wanted to do this summer. I really wanted to travel around and obviously sling gloves, but some stuff obviously happened we're not going to get into because it's already been told, and I don't want to beat a dead dog. But I mean, it's just one more year, you know? We're
Well-
going to do the cool stuff next year. And we're still doing cool stuff. We're just still doing building. Like, it's going well. The rebrand is awesome. Everybody's still on board with it. So, I mean, like I said, we're not going to beat a dead horse, dead dog, whatever, but just know everything's going well, and next year is going to be awesome.
I think Mike Tyson probably said it best when he said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yep.
Right. And so sometimes you get punched in the face, and so you have to change your plan. And that's all it is. So we're staying a little more local this year for sure. But the grassroots is where that's everything. Everybody we know,
Yeah.
everybody we love.
We're pushing the grassroots glove guys. Like, that's who we want to be. That's who we are, and that's why people like us. I mean, we've just started doing collab gloves with a bunch of new people that you're going to see. You won't see them on the podcast, but you'll see a banner hanging. I mean, we're going to be working with KBD, which is pretty cool. I reached out to Irving after I watched his podcast on Circle of Drift, and I was like, you know what? I got to get with this cat and see what's happening. We've been friends on Facebook, so I reached out, and he was super excited to actually jump on board. We just sent Nick Swan some gloves, who does all the grid work in it, like Grid Life, LZ World Tour, all the big ones. he's super stoked, loves everything we're doing and everything he's seeing. So we still got Jimmy in the works. Like we've been working with Car Shop Karoshi and Damien and those boys, and we ended up becoming very close friends with them. So yeah, things are awesome, man.
Yeah.
And of course, all the OGs, like all our old friends, they're still our friends. I call them old friends, but you know, Mike, Jerry, all them, they're still 100% with us. So I mean, it's going well.
Well, you know, it's kind of cool. I like what you're talking about. The KBD thing, the partnerships, the, you know, swivel mount.
Swivel mount, yeah.
Yeah.
And Troy had a very good conversation today. I'm going to talk to him a little more. Hopefully, maybe we can do something and start selling swivel mounts on our website and vice versa. Like,
I love the idea of the businesses helping other businesses within the same,
yeah,
you know, not only friendship group, but within the same drift community. Everybody makes money that way.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we just all grow as a team.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to drive a Ferrari. I'm trying to like grow a business and have everybody around us grow together, and then eventually I'll get my Ferrari, which would not be a Ferrari, but you know, something along the. I'll say it again. I'll say it every time.
LeBaron?
Brand new LeBaron. By brand new, I mean get that bitch restored.
Yeah. Resto Mod LeBaron.
Man, we got the Previa. That thing was pretty neat, but unfortunately, somebody has to borrow it right now because everything they drive is broken. So we'll see. We'll see if that comes back our way and when. Also, I noticed, or I didn't notice, but I'm sure you noticed there's no small brown chairs. They're actually over there. Instead, I'm on this small gray couch. So if anybody's got a big piece of furniture that I can sit in, I am an abnormally large human, and this couch is even uncomfortable for me.
Were you looking for like a sectional couch?
I think I want to go with just a big wing back, like not throne, but like a big old chair, not a recliner. I just want something big that I can just sit in. Because this couch, I feel like I'm 10 miles above it. I look uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable. Also, I just got out of work. By out of work, I mean I walked 10 feet that way. I'm wrapping a truck, so if I look like crap, I'm sorry.
Well, if anybody, I guess that's a request we would have. If anybody makes large furniture,
6'6", 330 pounds.
Yep.
Help a brother out.
help this man. Let's get him a comfy chair.
I need a big comfy chair.
You need something you can rest your arms on too.
yeah,
you
because
know,
right now I'm just
like a boss.
maybe we'll switch and I'll.
You want to? I'll
not
switch
right
with you
now.
Right now.
No. I'm going to stay uncomfortable with this. I bit the bullet. Like this is where I.
You don't have to suffer just because you
I'm
committed.
standing my ground. This is pride.
Okay.
Baby. So yeah, all kinds of good stuff. We got new glove designs coming out. Team building. What have you been up to? I'm not sure people know what's happened since we shut down with you.
Okay, so I guess it's almost been like 6 months to a year.
Yeah, it's been. Sorry to cut you off. It's been like 8 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Swapped chassis, got rid of the Infinity, and went to an S14. Really, the reason I did that was just for the modularity, being able to just buy things that are available, having a car that's already caged, losing 1,000 pounds was a big deal. That really, really helped me a lot.
Nice.
Yep. So
you're happy with the Switch then?
I'm happy with the Switch. Got a good car. It had good bones, but it took me all of this past spring to fix a lot of stuff that had been attempted the right way. You know, stuff with good intentions, we'll say, but was executed not so great.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good looking car. It's a great looking car.
Thank you.
And you look good driving it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good. I've had an S14 for the past 10 years as my street car. So
That I've seen on the road one time.
yeah, well, it's kind of cool. Like because of the red car, I've had to pull parts off the white car.
Yep.
And it's forcing me to get motivated to finish it. So this past week, I ordered head gasket. Last night, I was up super late, ordered head studs. So the block's ready. I just have to assemble the lower end, put the head on it, and put it in and see what happens.
Oh, sounded like a like a very small gunshot, but a gunshot nonetheless.
I don't want to get hit with a BB gun.
No, that was scary. Way to scare us, Brian.
Yeah. Yeah. That and, You know, I prepped this year. That was my biggest thing. Was we talked about vibes very early on.
Yep.
You know, as soon as that communication started, I wanted to get ready for it more than anything. And so having something that didn't break down, even though it's SR powered. Okay, SRs can be good.
All right, preach on, brother.
Yep, I have to. But having something that was going to be reliable took up a lot of time. So I did that, and then I drove as much as I possibly could. So I'm broke. I've had no free time.
It's true.
I haven't seen the outdoors other than drift events, and even then I'm half the time under the car. But worth every moment of it. And yeah, I mean that's where the focus has been, and I can literally not wait one more second for this weekend. I'm jumping out of my skin right now to drive.
Heck yeah.
I cannot wait to drive with the homies.
It's gonna be cool seeing everybody. I mean, we're not setting up a booth or anything. I was not against it, but it's not what this event's for. We're not trying to bring back old whatever. We're just trying to get it all together and have a good time. And I think it's gonna be.
That's what it is every time we get together anyway.
Yeah. I don't see anything. I mean, some stuff's a little weird, but whatever. I don't care.
I don't think anything's weird.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. And at the end of the day, we'll go home and we'll enjoy the pictures when they come out and reminisce. And
I think it's going to be mayhem. My personal opinion is I'm predicting right now that it's future self. I hope we made it through okay. It's going to be a demolition derby with these fools.
Oh, no.
I think it is.
Driver's list got released today. It seems like it's all the old homies and I didn't see really many names I didn't recognize. So
I was hoping for some new people that
are going to be like, oh,
I wanted at least one takeover kid in a challenger, like just to come out and try.
maybe.
Yeah, I hope so.
Could be. I mean, there's a burnout competition, so maybe they think they can drift. Who knows?
Let's see it.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about dipping my toes back into the water, and after some talks and some thoughts, and I'm working on getting into a new chassis or a chassis.
You want to drive?
Kinda. I'm around it. I might as freaking well.
Well, you say it like it's not the most fun thing you can do in the world.
It will be, and I'm just nervous about the money part of it. I mean, start cheap.
350Z. I mean, okay, so you mentioned KBD, and I've been following Irving's drift career since he started because I like his bumpers and stuff. I think they're really, it's for the drift community. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
But he spends a lot of time driving, and I think it's a good platform you can get into for not a lot of money.
Yep.
You run a 235 on it all day long, so you can get less expensive tires. You just watch your oil on it, drive the pants off the thing. You go to any drift event, right? And I don't know, at the end of the day, listen, and it's always VQs out there. Just banging off the limiter all day long. They add a little oil. They keep rolling.
Wait, they're banging off the what?
Off the limiter.
Oh.
I feel like that sign should have flashed.
Oh,
Dan King'd it.
Oh, no. Sorry, Dan. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, so about the rebrand real quick. Yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to Brian because he's done so much with this rebrand. It's not even funny. Between the talks with the lawyers, I mean, limiter, he came up with it on a whim. I was being a stubborn fool, and we got into a couple text message arguments because we don't, you can't tell people's tones through arguments. So I was just being a stubborn, thicky dipshit, for lack of a better term. I was just upset. But no, everything is awesome. Everybody loves the rebrand, the name, everything. We're trademarked, or paperwork's in. So I got this. If anything changes, I got this tattoo for no reason.
We're a team, man. It's and Brian's a big part of the team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So,
that.
yeah. Thank you, Brian.
Love you, Brian.
We love you, Brian.
He doesn't care.
He does.
He does. Deep down. So.
He's going to play that part over and over and over again.
But yeah, we're not going to go too. I mean, we're still going to keep going. But this was just we're back. We're going to have guests. We've already got the next couple shows pretty much lined up. We're going to try to do like a bi-weekly, if not every 3-week schedule. I mean, it's still summer. We're all busy,
Yep.
So we're gonna try to do this the best we can for you guys. We left off last time when we did a couple episodes with the guests we wanted to have on, and we're not going to skip those guests. So next episode, we're going to have Mike Behebib. I can't say his name because it's got to get beeped, but Beep, and Mike Brunin.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like some TPU boys.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Or in that neck of the woods, if you will.
Yeah, old TPU. I'm not sure who's still on, who's not on. I
Yep.
mean, obviously, we all still talk and everything, but I'll let them tell the stories they want to tell if they want to tell them.
Yep.
If they're even as stories, I honestly don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. You got time for some questions?
I've got all the time, bud.
Okay. So it's 2024.
It is.
Do you have any big events you would like to go to this year?
So we're doing DOD, obviously in December. I'm in talks with Dan right now, who is one of the guys that runs it. So I'm hoping we can become a big part of it or a part of it or anything. If not, I'm still going. I mean, I know a bunch of the people are going. I really wanted to hit final stage or final belt, but just with the way everything went, we're not going to be able to get to it. Besides that, I'm just going to be hitting Lock City events just to hang. We really don't have the inventory to be setting up anywhere yet. I mean, things are going well, but they're taking time.
What about what if have you considered maybe a buy-in or something like that, or a pre-sale? You know, where people could order ahead of time.
Yeah, we did it on shirts and it went well. I just don't want to keep people's hopes up with pre-sales because I know I don't like I bought a pop vinyl 6 months ago and you forget about it and then it finally shows up and it's exciting, but then you're like, I just spent that money and I don't have anything in my hand. So I don't know. We got some things in the works. We got a couple gloves. I'll say it now. We're working on some welding gloves, which is kind of cool. Same old driving gloves. We got new styles with mechanics, short driving. We'll have SFI eventually. Yeah, I mean, things are just going well.
So as far as events,
Yeah.
we're talking DOD.
Yep, that's going to be a big one.
Mike's going to drive the Night Stage Invitational this coming, not this weekend, but the following one, right?
Yep, the Lock City. He's not
Yep.
He's driving, obviously, not for a limiter, but with the limiter car.
Yep.
Yeah, just a couple of homies getting together, and that's the other thing. That's what's cool about this team. We're not like, oh, you can only drive. Who cares?
Yeah, we're
all
a
here to-
team,
yeah.
but like I was saying, it's I think
Yeah, drive.
drive. Yeah.
The sport's about
That's what
driving.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, sports about driving.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have the tags on the door. Who cares?
Right.
Drive with whoever.
Right. We blend in.
Yeah.
You know.
Have fun. Take
Yeah.
chances. Poor Mike took a chance. It's part of the game.
I was happy to tap the wall at Vibes. If it was going to happen anywhere,
Yeah.
And I didn't. Mike seemed all right, At first, it's a bummer, I know, but he handled it really well. We were able to fix the car to the point where the door would open and close and
Yep.
whatnot. But we're practicing losing control.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yep. He's already got a new door. I'm going to print him the door wrap so he can install it probably before the night stage. I think that's his plan. I'll get him the new limiter door card sticker and he'll be on his way.
He'll be back out there doing 360s
Yeah.
before you know it.
Yeah, that's the cool part about it too. Mike went not viral, but I mean, he had a very well played video
He should.
of him just doing 360s
Yeah, it was
by himself.
I've never been in a car where somebody's executed it really well. And so we went out and, I was like, let's do it, and the first one was almost there. He went out the very first time and almost nailed it. And by the second time, it was 85 to 90% of the way there. And by the third time, he was
Done.
They clicked and they were so smooth. It was, that was the most fun to me, was just having the track to ourselves, taking advantage of it, just getting out and driving. Yep.
Yeah, it was awesome to watch.
It was good to watch him.
Yeah. It was cool. It was good seeing Josh out there I know he had some car troubles, but I hope that's all fixed. I'm not sure if he's driving this weekend. I didn't see his name on the list, but I might have to double check. Be cool to just have most of the cars there.
It was wild watching Josh, just watching him, most of the drivers are initiating right in between the concrete barriers.
Yep.
And he's initiating halfway down the track, just clutch kicking and sending it through there, flying.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It was sick to watch. It was sick to watch our team. It was sick to watch everybody. Got to meet more internet friends in person, which was cool. Got to meet Chad, my man Crush Monday. Love you, Chad. James, Brian's man Crush Monday. I think they might either fight or the other F word. We don't know yet.
It'll be fun either way.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So okay. Give me from vibes, because this is the biggest thing we've done all summer. It took a lot of planning, and it was executed well. Favorite team, favorite livery, anything like that, favorite driving, and anybody knock your socks off?
I really like Pop Style. I just like the color of their cars. They were all awesome. I hear that squeaking now, Brian. I know what it is. It's the wind and the heater. So if you hear a squeaky noise, we're sorry. We'll get it fixed for the next time. Car shop didn't really drive. They were cool. It was cool to see the cars.
James tried.
Yeah, SR20 problems.
Happens with every platform.
Brian, what was the name of the car, the silver cars with the waves? I really like their livery.
Yeah.
I really like their liveries.
Me too. The scale of the Great Wave livery that they chose was like perfect for
really
the cars. And also the G35, the way it looked with all the body lines on that car, it really complemented that car, which is...
It flowed.
Yeah. Yep.
It was cool to meet the Hayes boys. You always
Yeah.
see them and hear about them. It was cool to meet them. Shade threw down. They killed it. We're in a Fortnite chat group now with two of them, which is kind of funny. We still haven't played. It's like me, James, Dave, and Clint. We'll get on eventually.
Yeah.
They were just texting me before that. We getting down? It's like, just time.
Yeah.
Time sucks. But yeah, no, it was cool. What about you? Who'd you like? What'd you like?
The group of E36s, they were all that copper color. I cannot remember the name of them.
Missile Mentality?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were cool.
I really liked the cars. They seemed to all drive very similarly.
Yep.
Even their spacing, timing, and everything was like, you could tell everybody had driven together before. That was really, really cool to me. And I'm still a sucker for an E36 at heart, even though I've moved so far away from BMWs. Like,
Right.
They look good.
We got two on the team, and they look sick.
I know.
It's funny. Since the Nedco days, I've never been a Beamer guy, but I think I said this before, but I really like E30s and E36s now. Do I want one? No. Do I like looking at them? Absolutely.
I would do an LS swapped E36 for sure.
Yeah. I mean, they've been proven. Troy's is killer. Not really. No, proven to me is one person. So it's been proven one time to me. And
If you see them out there doing lap after lap, and you see them at every event, they got to be doing something right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to have 1 million horsepower too, but reliability, I think, there's a lot to be said for making it to the event. Because I've had those cars before where I'm like, it's a really sweet car to own, but all I've ever done is work on it.
That's all you've been doing lately. But I know you're just trying to build.
Well,
we used to go to dinner once a week, and then all of a sudden, Ryan bought an S chassis, and he's got to build this thing great, and it is great.
I had to fix a lot of stuff that other people fixed.
I get it. Fixed.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, many hands in the soup.
Yeah. We just had one of the limiter owners go over to Goodwood, and I talked to him today over in the UK, and he said it was one of the most amazing experiences of his life. I'd actually like to get him on. I know it wouldn't be for a little while, but he's got some stories and some cool stuff in the works. So I'd like to get Mr. Ryan Bruning on at some point.
Yeah, funny enough, I talked to him earlier as well, and I asked him how his trip was, and his response was like, it was a good trip when somebody tells you like, I've never had a trip like that before.
Yeah, he said he went to Stonehenge, and he said on the flight home he actually was on the same flight as Turk, and he got to introduce himself and talk to him finally. Yeah, because he's met him when we were doing burnouts in the other shop next door, when Turk unveiled the East Coast car the first time with the wrap, and he kind of remembered him, but then they got to shoot shit for a while, and he's like, oh yeah, and obviously name dropped me.
Yeah, I mean that's.
No, but he said it was definitely a cool trip. So yeah, I'd like to get him on and pick his brain just about everything he's got going on. So
yeah. Well, the cool thing about Ryan too is he's not in the drift community. but he's really in the car community in many, many, many ways.
Oh yeah, he's got some amazing cars and
Yep.
does some amazing things.
And he's a good driver too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to see him try drifting. I bet you he'd be
I bet
good.
he'd be good at it. Yeah.
He would be. He's naturally good, and
Yep.
he also has that golden horseshoe shove somewhere, where
Yeah.
it makes him just good at everything.
It's the name.
It is.
It's the first name.
It's probably the last name, but I'm just kidding, buddy. But yeah, what else you got going on besides S14 things? Where you been hiding, or is that really it?
Work.
Yeah.
That. I bought an adventure bike. Bought a Tenere 700. It's a I don't know. It's like a dirt bike that you could take two people on and put pack on and all that sort of stuff.
Just go anywhere and have a good
Yep.
time.
Yep. So I got that. DK, Dane King, actually just bought a DRZ 400. So we're planning on doing some riding. We did some kayaking a couple months ago. Just did a section of the Connecticut River together
Nice.
with another friend of ours. It was really freaking cool, man. I've never camped. Brought all your stuff and
Right.
literally it's up to you.
Done in nature, like you're out. You're a Boy Scout at 39 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I brought my
I would
Swiss
never-
Army knife.
I would never do that.
Come on, it's not that bad.
All right, do me a favor real quick. Show me your flashlight. This kid always has a pocket flashlight.
Listen, you're not a real dad. I'm not a dad. I'm cat dad, I guess. Streamlight. It's nice.
Yeah, always has a flashlight. Do you have a knife in your pocket too?
Sure do, always.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
You got everything. You're like MacGyver.
Yeah.
Oh, I got in
You
my
give me some
pocket.
duct tape.
Nothing.
Give me duct tape and a pineapple. I'll build you an airplane.
Well, Jerry's got a pineapple. I mean, Beep's got a pineapple somewhere in here.
Oh. Yeah. Beep is a good dude.
Yeah, I haven't been up to much. Just working. Just trying to get the shop going to where I want it.
Yep.
We got some roommates, shopmates, I guess you could say. We won't say who, but they're building some cool stuff in here. Things are definitely a lot different than the last time we sat down together.
Yeah.
It's cool. What's Brian been up to? Just working?
Sure.
Just doing his thing. He's feetfinder.com. Brian Marshalitis. He's really on the feet kick lately.
Is that his deal? Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so funny listening to or watching him and Rio go back and forth about the feet thing.
I did see Rio last night at Pile Up. He was talking about some feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know he was into like applying lotion to him and stuff. but-
Hey, he saw my feet on there and he got excited. So let's go.
Really?
Yeah.
Your feet?
Yeah, they went up at the very end on accidents.
Oh, I did kind of.
That velvet
did
painting
see.
of the Rottweiler. You haven't seen that thing in person yet, but I
That
think we
thing's
need to
sick.
bring velvet paintings back.
Yeah, I'm in.
I was excited. I saw it at a flea market. I'm like, this is mine.
Should we get a family portrait together?
Like, what's it called? The bad boy one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We should.
Gold chains?
We'll put. Oh yeah, gold's my new thing too.
Yeah.
I wanted to run
saw
home
that.
real quick after I got out of work and throw it on, but
Didn't have time.
didn't have time. We actually Brian was shooting out one of our new brand ambassadors, Moto Girl 520. She's a sport bike rider.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be promoting the gloves for us. She's got a good following. She's a motorcycle rider.
Ashley's cool. She's very friendly. She's been riding a long time, you said,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep. I've known her a while. She's a cool girl.
Yep.
So
Nice.
yeah. Yep. And besides that, I mean, it's business as usual around here.
Yeah. That's good. It seems like it takes a little while sometimes you get knocked back down or whatever to start over, but the thing I think is, not to get philosophical, but you got to pivot and move.
Yep.
Okay, and just keep moving.
Yeah, it's
No
like
matter what.
Yeah, your buddy Nick said it before. He says, just because something failed, what are you going to do? Sit there and cry about it, or are you going to
Yep.
get up and move forward? And I did both, but I did both together, and I think we did it well.
Yeah, we got a good team, both, not only a good drift team, but we got a good team behind the scenes on Limiter as well. We're not making $1 million. We're doing this because we want to.
Yeah,
And it's fun.
yeah. No, it's a great time. I love the marketing end of it. I love talking to people and just pushing the brand. Like it's fun to me.
Yeah.
A lot of people say the nasty C word about it. It's not about that. It's just a good time.
Why would they call you
No clout.
Oh, Oh, I thought they were Australian.
No, they're just, actually we're sending some gloves to Australia soon.
Are we?
Ty Jeffries of Oak Tree Outlaws. We just made him some custom gloves.
Hell yeah.
So, and then
I love those crazy guys.
dude, it's crazy. It's awesome, man. Like, just the community knew we fell, and they were still there. They had our back. They were there to pick us back up. I mean, our banner's hanging in Oak's shop, Jimmy's shop, right in every shot. It's awesome. Like, the boys over there support it. Everybody's supporting us. So.
We talk about it every time we get together and we film an episode or, you know, podcast, whatever, but it's there in every aspect, you know.
Yeah.
Not to I could live at Vibes, okay, but to watch Dan break and then to see everybody coming together,
Yeah.
you know, to the point where I'm like an extra in the way.
Yep.
You know, I'm like, I'm just going to go work on my car.
Yeah,
Hey, 'cause
I was no help, but yeah, I was there if I needed to be. Like, yeah,
everybody's there to help.
ankle deep puddles and wet shoes from 8 in the morning till
Yep.
we went back to the hotel. That was the worst part of Vibes, but that was self-inflicted. Just wet feet, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Next
If that's
year-
the worst thing that happened to me, I'll be okay.
Just take your socks off and your Crocs.
I didn't have the Crocs. I left them at the hotel. Rookie move.
Yeah.
Damn, rookie.
That's why you need 2 pair.
I know. Next time I'll keep my truck Crocs.
Yeah.
I need to get some. I just got these bad boys.
Yo.
They're a little bright.
They're bright. They're a little hulkish.
I'll take them.
I like it.
Yeah.
They make you stronger, run faster.
None of that's ever going to happen.
You get stronger, right?
Something like that. The pain gets stronger. But anyway, yeah. So this was literally just a quick, or not a quick, it's probably been about a half an hour. We don't want to let too much out and also bore you guys. We want to get back into having guests regularly and entertaining you guys that way. This was literally just, hey, we're back. We're excited to be back. We missed you. We really did. Before we sign off, I want to gift this bad boy to Mr. Brian so we can hang it up somewhere. We were talking yesterday about giving these out to guests or something in the future, but I think it's only fitting that Brian gets number 1. His name's on there 100 times, and so we'll leave that there for you, Brian. Thank you. You are welcome, and it's thank you. Like, he's literally the backbone of this place.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for taking photos of me and making me look like a good driver. I'm not. But
He does all right.
but it's the media that makes us look cool, you know. Otherwise we're just out there crashing cars and pointing them at walls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before we go off too, Drift New England's still moving forward.
Hell yeah.
We can't like not talk about that. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
cool.
glad you brought that up.
Yeah. Things are you know more than I do because you talk to Tom more. But what do you?
We frequently talk. He's very motivated right now. You know, obviously, just had a baby.
Yep. Congrats, Tom. Congrats.
Yes,
And Melissa.
mostly Melissa.
Yeah, mostly Melissa.
Yeah, we'll give her the credit, I suppose. But yeah, he's really excited right now. Seems to be like things are actually like moving forward at the moment.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's
So
good to see. Good to hear.
yeah, we've got some good news. So we'll see as things develop. You know, more to tell. But we're as a whole drift community couldn't be more excited for drifting in New Hampshire.
Yeah, it's going to be I think 2025 is going to be the year we've been waiting for. Like, we thought it was going to be 2024. Obviously, things happened everywhere. 2025, 2026, it's going to be epic. And
You know,
I'm
and you
excited.
just keep moving, dude. Even if whatever something happens in 25 and it doesn't work out the way we plan, we're still gonna do everything we can and go to every event
Yeah.
and drive as much as possible. And whether it's that or car shows or hangouts or, you know, I love the fact that we do go to events that we don't drive at, and that's a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
we're all there just because we like it.
Yeah, I'm going to Night Stage next Friday.
Yep.
Just to go hang out. Obviously, I don't drive. I don't have a booth. I don't vend. I don't sponsor. Just going to hang out.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
And what a great time it is. You know, it's a great venue.
Yeah.
I like everybody that goes there. It'll be a lot of fun. I wish I could make it.
Yeah. I think there's people that complain out there that, oh, blah, blah, blah is dead, this, that, and everything else. Go drive somewhere else. I mean, I can't really preach to it. I don't drive, but like the people I have talked to that started whining's not the right word, but they're like, oh, whatever. And then they go drive at a different place, and they're like, oh, this isn't actually as bad as I thought. Go drive.
Yeah, Connecticut's
do it.
not that far. Lock City's not that, I'm speaking specifically about that, but this past year I drove at what's now the Adirondack International, I think.
Yeah, Lebanon Valley, right?
No,
Oh.
that's at the DK Invitational
Oh,
last
yeah,
year.
yeah.
I did Lebanon Valley.
And you went by
then
yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't have your crew with you. You just went and did your thing, and it was awesome, right?
Every place I went, I ran into people I knew.
Oh, nice.
People that I've seen at drift events or whatever. So it was like you really didn't go by yourself.
Right.
You drove there by yourself or whatever. But it made me a way better driver between surfaces, elevation changes, weather, time of year, just being not in your own environment. It forces you out of that bubble, right? And I think that's really important. If you're going to drive, go drive.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. Get out of the bubble.
Don't be a bitch.
I know. That's what I need to keep telling myself. Don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
Get a car. Just go drive. Nobody cares what you look like spitting out. Nobody cares. Just go do it.
I've watched just about all of our friends hit walls and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it's going to happen. So
Yep.
they're going to be there when you do it, and they'll help you, whatever. And they'll also encourage you to do it. Go harder.
Go harder.
Yeah, but don't fuck up.
If you take away anything from this podcast, it's go harder.
Yeah, or go home.
Speaking of going home,
We out?
what do you think? Where are we at for time, Brian? I don't want to short the.
41 minutes.
That-
We have 5 minutes left on this card.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great time. Like I said, this was a short one. I mean, it's not like we're going to go super long with them. We're usually tapping an hour, but we're going to have guests next time.
Tapping an hour. Fuck yeah.
We're going to have good guests next time. I mean, we always have good guests. It's the last 4 podcasts we did I thought were amazing, and I'm excited to keep doing them.
Yeah.
So we love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go out and drive. Go drive.
Get hard.
Yeah.
Go,
Get
go hard.
get hard at home.
Oh, my God. This is PG, bud.
Oh,
Show your feet, Brian. Just kidding. All right, guys. Love you.
love you.
Bye.
Love you, Brian.